stores and show you your options. Purchase or refi. Call Brightpath today at 617-606-5800. That's 617-606-5800.
Massachusetts mortgage broker and lender license number 7101. Lender loan amount and qualifying restrictions apply. WABR.
Hey folks, Jay Farner here, president of Quicken Loans. We're thrilled to have helped over 125,000 homeowners save money by refinancing with HARP, the government's home affordable refinance program. But there are millions more of you who could be saving big money on your home loans by getting HARPed. And now Quicken Loans has made getting HARPed even easier with our amazing Get HARP tool right on our homepage. Log on to QuickenLoans.com and click on the Get HARP tool. Simply give us some basic information and contact you via phone or email, and we'll let you know if you're eligible for HARP within 1 hour. Listen closely. If your current home loan is higher than 3.99%, or if your home has lost value and you're underwater, we may be able to help you get HARPed and start saving with a lower rate. Log on to QuickenLoans.com today and click on the Get HARP tool and find out if you're eligible. The Quicken Loans Get HARP tool. It's one more way we're engineered to amaze.
Important terms and conditions apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 30.
WBZ News Time is 1:18. It's 49 degrees under sunny skies in Boston, and here's what we're following in the WBZ newsroom. It's a day to pray for the victims of the Boston Marathon bombings. Among today's services, a mass at the Cathedral of the Holy Cross and an outdoor ceremony near the scene of the bombings at Boylston and Berkeley Streets. Bombing suspect Johar Tsarnaev remains under heavy guard at Beth Israel Deaconess Hospital, unable to speak because of his wounds. Investigators waiting to question him. They remain on standby. UMass Dartmouth Israel is a student there and was seen on campus after the bombing, some say as late as Wednesday. The Boston Globe today endorsed Ed Markey for the Democratic nomination in the special election to replace Senator John Kerry, the primary, April 30th. Now that the marathon bombing suspect is in custody, how will the events of the last week affect the political discussion, especially with the upcoming U.S. Senate election here in the state? WBZ TV political editor John Keller. That question.
I think that the sort of cone of silence, the blackout on political discussion, was certainly never held in the public arena if you listen to talk radio, engaging over these issues, but that's about to end. And I think going forward, whatever differences emerge about policy, certainly in the short term, will be and should be cast in the context of the national and regional unity that has occurred in the wake of this. There's no one at any end of the rational political spectrum who's anything but horrified by what happened here. And whether it's debates over the legal process, should the younger brother be Mirandized or not, should this be a death penalty case or not, should he be tried in the federal courts or as an enemy combatant or not, and the political issues, how, if at all, does our homeland security policy and tactics need to change? There can be honest disagreements about that, but I don't think in the wake of what we've seen in the last few days there's anything that all Americans are on the same page in being unified and defiant about this kind of threat.
John Keller will moderate tomorrow night's final debate between the two Democratic candidates for U.S. Senate, Congressman Ed Markey and Stephen Lynch. It begins here on WBZ starting at 7 o'clock. There is no firm date yet for reopening the 6-block site around the scene of the Boston Marathon bombing. That's according to Boston police. The area has been closed since the attack on Monday while investigators painstakingly collect evidence. A stream of visitors continues to arrive at a makeshift memorial that formed at the edge of the site in honor of the bombing victims. WBZ News Time is 1:22. Tomorrow marks the 1-week anniversary of the bombings on Boylston Street. This was vacation week for Massachusetts students. Parents wondering how to talk to their children about the violence of the last week. Some thoughts about how to proceed. From Dr. Susan Swick, she's chief of child psychology at Newton Wellesley Hospital.
If nothing else, parents should remember to not assume they know what their children know. To not know what what their children may be worried about and to check in with their kids.
And checking in on some other news, some family members of the Newtown shooting massacre say they are disgusted by the Senate's inability to pass stronger gun control legislation. On CBS's Face the Nation, Neil Heslin, whose 6.5-year-old son Jesse was killed while instructing his fellow classmates to run at the Sandy Hook Elementary School, he wondered where the courage is on Capitol Hill.
Just 6.5 years old, and he was yelling.